Welcome to Mortality Meditation. For this meditation, you will need a couple of things. Number one is a writing utensil. 2 is a pad of paper or a personal journal. 3 is a quiet space. 4 is an open heart. 5 is a truthful mind. 6, snot rags or tissues. 7, shamanic style drumming music. 8, Tim McGraw's Live Like You Were Dying. 9, A Beautiful Day from U2. And the will and intention to change. So if you have all those things, good, let's do this. First, sit in your quiet space with your paper and pen. Close your eyes and take 3 deep, slow, and controlled breaths. Breathe in through your nose, filling up your lungs, and then exhale all the way out through your mouth until every puff of air is gone from your lungs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing and place your hands over your heart and feel the continual steady beat. Think of how you don't have to do anything to make all of the systems in your body function. This is all divine in the way your body works. Marinate in this truth. You do not have to do anything to be alive. Not even think about eating, because your body tells you when you need to fuel yourself. Your physical body tells you when you're tired, when to move, when to do everything. Body, mind, spirit, all working symbiotically so that you can have your precious human life experience. Let that really sink in. Keep your breath flowing while you do this. Stay open no matter how much you are triggered and want to close your heart. Mortality Meditation. Today is the last day of your life in this physical body on this earth. 12 hours from now, you will be dead. This morning's sunrise peeking through the clouds, shining over the treetops, will be the last you will ever experience. How many fiery sunrises have you missed? And how many ombre sunsets have you written off and taken for granted? No matter what you do, death is knocking on your door. There is no escape. Kick, scream, curse, shout to the heavens, scream at God. Target your primordial anger at the universe, your creator. No matter what you utilize to fight off this beast, there is no way to slip through death's grasp. You will never get to see your family again, your loved ones, your closest friends. No more kisses and no more warm embraces. No late night deep conversations about life. You will miss the rich aroma of French press coffee. Warm chocolate chip cookies baking in the oven. You will never be able to accomplish your desires, your goals, your aspirations, or your big dreams. There is no time for that. You are out of it. Where would you travel to? Who would you become? That is all gone now. Even more will never be yours to see or experience. The birds singing in the trees, brand new crisp white sheets on the bed, a warm bubble bath with a glass of wine. These are all just a distant memory now. Feel your heart. Is it starting to race and pitter-a-patter away like a hunted rabbit hiding in the thicket? Or is it slowly grinding to a halt, your blood moving slower and slower through your veins? Your lungs are drawing in breaths, letting them go, more time elapsing between each breath as everything begins to wind into nothing. Your body is now using everything it has just to stay alive. And in this very moment, knowing today is going to be your last, when you reflect upon your life, what do you regret the most? In between each question, I want you to stop this video and go to your journal and answer the questions, restarting the video and going forward. When you reflect on your life, what do you regret the most? Pull out that journal and write down your thoughts and go back to the meditation with your hands on your heart. You feel as cold as ice and you begin to shiver with fear, and you start to think about all of the things you wish you had told the people you loved. You now have this one single chance to write each a letter and tell them how you truly feel. What do you wish to say to them in your parting letter? Grab the journal and start writing. Go back to the meditation when you're done. You have just a few hours to live and your physical body is shutting down, and you start to realize that this is truly and brutally the end. A wave of truth suddenly washes over you, and I ask you now, what truths about your life, your feelings, and your authenticity have held you back in your life? Finally have the courage in death to peel away the mask you have been wearing to reveal who you truly are and could have been. If only you spoke your truth. If only you allowed yourself to be who God and the universe placed you here to be. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Put it in your journal and go back to the meditation with your hands on your heart. Death is so close you can feel his breath on your neck. You are afraid, but then haven't you always been afraid? Ask yourself this question over and over until there is nothing left to say. If I wasn't afraid, I would have done. If I wasn't afraid, I would have done. Put every one of those fears into your journal. Go back to the meditation with your hands on your heart. The sands of time are trickling down. Soon you will be gone. What can you honestly say in this moment, faced with death, has imprisoned you or held you back from achieving all of your hopes, dreams, desires, goals, and aspirations? What has kept you from living life ambitiously? Think through this and write it in your journal. Go back to the meditation again with your hands on your heart. Everything you have ever known, worked so hard for, loved, and coveted is now being stripped away from you until the only thing left is the truth of your mortality, your imminent death. You have nothing left to hide. No one and nothing can hurt you. What lies have you been told by other people that have kept you from your greatness? Be honest. The truth will set you free. Again, put this in your journal. Let it all out. Go back to your meditation with your hands on your heart. What lies have you told yourself? What stories did you marry yourself to in this life that have kept you from being the incredible human that you were meant to be? How have you continually self-sabotaged in this life? These are the hard ones, but the ones closest to your truth. Put them in your journal and then go back to your meditation. It is almost time to leave your physical body. Your soul is starting to separate from the three-dimensional reality. You are becoming weak and starting to drift in and out of consciousness. When you ascend into higher dimensions, you see in your mind's eye a beautiful beach, waves crashing on the shore, the sun is shining. Or maybe it is a meadow filled with wildflowers, butterflies abounding. In the distance you see a little girl. She is the only soul there, and you walk slowly up to her so you do not startle her. You call to her, "Hey, little girl," and she turns around and you realize that that little girl is you when you were small, tiny, full of hope and fancy-free. And you kneel down beside her and she smiles and you whisper in her ear, "I love you." And she smiles and she whispers back something in your ear. This secret is sacred. What does this little girl tell you in your ear about who she wants you to allow her to be? Let it out on the pages of your journal. Set it free, and then go back to your meditation with your hands on your heart. Death is now inevitable. The pain of all this truth washes over you. I ask you now, if God could give you a second chance at life, what would be different? What would you shed so that you could be the adult woman that your little girl self would be proud of? Journal about it. Keep writing. Keep opening that vein, and then go back to your meditation with your hand on your heart. You have this one more chance to write down your last words to your loved ones that you will leave behind. Set your truth and soul free. What have you left unsaid? What lessons do you want to leave behind? Put them in the journal and then go back to the meditation. Everyone wants to die a death that is not in vain. They want to know that they mattered, that they desire to leave a legacy. And if you could go back in time, what would you do differently so that you could have a death that you would be proud of? Tell yourself what you wish to be remembered for. Journal those thoughts and then go back to the meditation. What would be the stories and legacy that you want your ancestors and friends to tell and hold tight long after you are gone? It's like writing your own obituary in your journal. Get it down and then go back to the meditation. The sun is now setting and the colors are beaming and magical. It is one of the most beautiful sunsets that you have ever laid your eyes upon. Just as the sun dips down below the horizon, you are scooped up by the arms of your Creator. Lying there, lifeless, limp, and cold, the universe whispers in your ear that you are not ready to die. It is not your time. You have so much more life to live, so much more to do, to accomplish, to be, to learn. And tomorrow, you have the utmost privilege to breathe deeply, to love hard, and to thrive, to be ambitious. Gratitude and joy fill every corner of your body, mind, and soul, and you feel elated with every fiber of your being. You have life again. And now that you have been gifted this precious human life, what dreams, desires, goals, and aspirations are you willing to invest in going forward? This is your chance to change. Put it all in the journal and go back to the meditation. You can now start your Tim McGraw, Live Like You Were Dying, in the background, and ask yourself while you're listening to that song, what reminders do you need to have in case you relapse into your old ways? What do you need to hear or to see that will help you get back into the flow of living life with a definite purpose? And I want you to listen to the entire song while you're writing down the answers to this question. And when you're ready, you can start playing U2, Beautiful Day, and begin your breathing exercises. These will form the basis of your action steps. Put them in your journal and go back to the meditation one more time. This time to really feel the words and lessons. And when you're ready, you can start by waking up and then bringing your hands to heart center and taking 3 deep breaths together, inhaling in through your nose, filling up those lungs, exhaling all the way out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Thank you for taking part in this mortality meditation. And like I always say, stay ambitious. And I bow to you. Namaste.